I have another box opening for you today, and this time it is the head that's going to go onto my Rugged Realism Alphabets body. So I acquired this body back in May. It came on the secondhand market, and I was super thrilled and excited because I have been admiring Helene's work for a long time. I did manage to get onto the Rugged Realism Rites of Passage pre-order as well, so those boys hopefully will be coming in, I guess if we're very optimistic, at the end of the year, otherwise sometime in 2023. So when I acquired this body, I was like, I need to find a head for it. And I had already written off that there would be no possibility of me getting the Rugged Realism Alphabets body head. Getting the body I felt like was like, I consumed my luck enough. And this time I was just like, okay, well, what head would be good? And I think it was shortly around that time that the R.Dean decided to have a pre-order for the Adan head. I think that's how you pronounce it. And I was just very smitten with the promo photos. So I was just like, okay, I've never owned one of their heads. I will try it out. And I placed an order after, checking that the measurements on the neck would work. This one's a 13 centimeter neck, and even though it's only 70 centimeters tall, and then the head that R.Dean sculpt for Adan is for the 75 centimeter ideally in bodies, I thought maybe it would work given that the shoulder proportions and the neck girth would be, I think, sizable. But you just never know when you have heads based on measurements, whether they'll work out or not. So I placed an order, and it shipped out of Korea, I think sometime last week or at the end of July, I forget when. So it was, very shortly that it got here. It arrived today, and funnily enough, in between the time that it shipped out of Korea and the time that it arrived today, a Rugged Realism Epsilon head came on the market. I jumped at the chance, got it, and it actually arrived yesterday. So in between the time from leaving Korea to arriving in my house, I have the Rugged Realism Alphabets head. So what I plan on doing is to try both heads on the body to see which one I like better. I want to give them a fair shake. I have a suspicion that since the Rugged Realism Epsilon head is built for this body, that's the one that I'll go with, because I had, again, written off the fact that I would get a Alphabets head. But, give it a fair shot. One of these will likely be going on the market, or I'll put a sell post for if it doesn't work out. But I have both packages here today, and we're gonna open them up together. I assume this is the COA. I will show that in a bit. I'm gonna open the head. Some rattling there. Must be the teeth. Here's Epsilon. This is in the Truly Divine color, which is the color that is, which is this particular body's resin color, so they should work well together. Let me put this one down real quick and then open this one so that we have both of them to compare. So this is Fooled Heaven, Sealed Heaven, which is R.Dean's brand. I've heard people opening these up from the bottom so it doesn't break the seal. So I'm gonna try that and see how it works. Yeah, easy enough. Oh, very small, strong smelling resin. Okay, there's the COA, which so I ordered this head in beige because I didn't really have great references as to what it would look like. So this will be an interesting color comparison to see how well they work. So here's some detail on the R.Dean Adan sculpt. Definitely reminds me more of the Fairyland Normal than any other resin color. But then again, I'm not a good judge. This one definitely looks paler, the Epsilon head. And let me bring them both in frame so you can see them together. Oops, let's see, where are we? Here we go. Neck hole size looks fairly similar, but it'll be interesting to see how they fit. The profiles are interesting. Okay. Let's see here. The head caps. Let's see if we can get a good resin color comparison. This one is the R.Dean and this one is the Truly Divine for Rugged Realism. Okay, and then of course cannot forget the sculpted teeth, which are, I think this is my first open mouth sculpt. So let's see how it looks in there. To figure out how to hold it, probably some putty. Can you see the teeth in there? It's a little hard to tell. My lighting's not the best for showing these fine details. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get the body and see which one looks better. So I know that this body is going to, or the Rugged Realism head should fit on this body. It was made for this body. So I'm going to try the R.Dean Adan head first to see what it looks like and to see how compatible it is. So let's see. So this is what it looks like. Oh my gosh, so heavy. This is what it looks like neck-wise in terms of the color match. Again, this body is blushed, so the match is not so important. We're just, I think, mostly evaluating whether the shoulder and head, shoulder proportions and neck proportions look good for this body. Let's see. Get that in. The hook fits. And let's see how the neck fits. So yeah, just a little bit of gapping, but I think overall it looks okay. too tall. I don't know. It almost looks like his head is a little too small for the body. Which kind of surprised me since this is supposed to be for a, which way to go? For a 75 centimeter body. Or maybe it looks okay. It's hard to tell. Look at him head on. I don't know if it's this jacket. Maybe it's this jacket. Let's take off the jacket and see how it looks. Okay. He is. There we go. So this jacket was actually sewn by my friend Lomi from Lomi's Playground, and I think she sent it to me because she was trying to get rid of stuff, but I highly appreciate it. And then this shirt I actually sewed, and these are Sartoria J pants. So let's look. It's not bad. It's just, I feel like the face is quite narrow, I think, relative to the neck. Maybe that's what it is. And I've been kind of conditioned to have more narrow necks with the BJD hobby. So, I don't know. It doesn't look bad. Doesn't quite work, but maybe with hair it'll look okay. Okay, so let's put on the Epsilon head. And how does this boy look? Yeah, definitely looks a lot better and more appropriate for this head and for this body. I'm not disappointed. I'm very happy I got the Alphabets head, but man, does the secondhand market just like surprise you? Like, I've already written off that I would be able to get this head, and now it's here in my possession, and I'm I don't know, a little sad, but that's okay. You know, hybrids don't always work out. I think if this head hadn't become available, I think the R.Dean head would have made a good substitute. I don't know. I would say that I'm not that torn. I'm almost certainly going to have the Alphabets, the Epsilon head on its body, but I don't know if you had any thoughts on which head looked better. Let me know. I'm still deciding, and I'm going to have one of them sent off to a face-up artist to be able to add a face-up. I just haven't quite decided who or what I want for this character just yet. Anyway, that's all I had today, and I'll leave some pictures at the end so that you can see them more close up and stills as to what the two heads look like on the body, and give me your feedback on what you think looks better. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye.